Dragon Source, sexiest man alive, alien slayer, demon slayer, superhero, and we're live on New Earth. Let's go. Here at the serene, tranquil, beautiful Turtle Bay today. This video is called How to Jailbreak the Matrix, Part 1. What is the Matrix? It's a frequency band of your consciousness. That's what it is at its core. It's a frequency band for your consciousness to get stuck at so that we can all collectively propagate the same low frequency, dense reality. And the Matrix is designed to extract maximum energy, or luge as it's called esoterically, to basically feed the archons or demons or aliens that are sucking your energy. And they can then use that energy to manifest more low-frequency realities to take more of your energy, and it's a self-perpetuating cycle. So how do we get out of that? I'm glad you asked. So, I was at work today, and I was just sitting there like my body was trying to release something, you know? Like some part of me, some ancient sacred part of me was like kind of trying to wake up out of my slumber, you know? And I looked at my clothes, I was like, why am I wearing this? I was like, why am I taking phone calls, being patient with people I wouldn't give the time of day to outside of this environment? Why am I in a position where someone else is a superior to me? Why am I even speaking this language? Why am I even in this posture? Why am I even in this low frequency office environment? And I was like, how did I actually get here? This isn't what I wanted to happen. How did I actually get here? Then you go into the next level of the Matrix, life scripts, astrology. And those spells can be broken. Those cords, those chains can be broken. That's another video. You're gonna have to watch part 2 for that. How did I end up here? How do we end up in a place in life we're not passionate about? Well, it's a survival mechanism, right? It's a survival mechanism. We're just adapting to the environment, whatever it throws at us, right? We're intelligent organisms, and we have to figure out a way to survive and possibly even thrive if you're lucky, you know? Get some of your desires met by doing the alchemy or the magic on whatever the world is giving us. And this is fundamentally a backwards approach. Reality should be manifested inside out, not outside in. We shouldn't be constantly in a state of reacting to everything, taking the best out of a bunch of bad options. That's not a natural state. It's constantly triggering this stress, this animal fear in you. Just, oh, I gotta pay this bill. I gotta stay this speed limit. I gotta appease this person because I'm dependent on them in some way. I gotta pay that bill. I gotta go to this store. Like, blah, da, 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 da. It's hive mind. It's hive mind mentality. It's another layer of the Matrix. Really, it's the collective consciousness, or really the collective subconsciousness, or super consciousness, whatever you want to term it as. Look at Carl Jung's work to know more about that. But the collective consciousness is just recycling the same archetypes and ideas through different vessels, such as me and you. Some might say, oh, that's a good thing. We're tapped into the all, the collective. No, it's a bad thing. It's actually a barcode the aliens put on us to keep us basically all in the hive mind frequency so they can control us and feed on us like chickens in a chicken coop. You want to know how the esoteric predator the mud shadow works, you can read Carlos Castaneda's book, The Active Side of Infinity. I believe it's the second to last chapter on the mud shadows, the parasites on human consciousness. And I have taken this to, I've taken it more as a metaphor. It can be literal. There can be actual alien parasites in your energy body eating you alive, which is probably happening to all of you, actually. I'll give you the solution for that in the next video. Don't worry, it's gonna be all right. It's not literal. It's a metaphor. The mud shadow is a metaphor for the hive mind collective conscious of humanity that is keeping our minds in prison, making us do dumb things that basically take our energy and cause suffering. Okay, it's what keeps you trapped in a numbed out, repetitive cycle. And then it manifests trauma for you, and then when you're in that state of trauma, then it can feed off that energy you're emitting. Okay? So, this is where it gets a little bit more relatable. And maybe I should have did this earlier in the video, because I know most of you monkeys' attention spans is dealing with walnut brains. Not my viewers though, not my true viewers, you know. But anyway, I blame TikTok and the Disney Channel. Anyway, here's how reality works. We are all collectively casting spells on each other constantly, okay? To create a version or narrative of reality to manifest for that person that we're talking to or projecting on. Okay, we're all projectors. Our consciousness just keeps on projecting reality. This is our collective consciousness is mind controlled effectively to agree to certain parameters like money, which is what most countries worship really, is money. So then you worship the dollar. Well, whoever owns the dollar is your god. So basically the government, or whoever's affiliated with the government, whoever's making the money is your god. Okay, that's who you're under. How did they take over reality? How did they create an idea that everyone else subscribed to? Well, I'm not exactly sure, but it's some level of deep, dark, occultic magic. It's not just like, oh, let's just go chop down this tree and make some paper and just print some war hero's face on it, and you know, make 1, 5s, 20s, and yeah, we don't have to trade gold anymore. Everyone's just like, hooray, that's a good idea. You be president and have all the money and bitches and riches and mansions, and have all the police force protecting your stolen property, and we'll be slaves for you. Yeah. No, it didn't happen that way. So anyway, if you're dealing with the average person, you know, sometimes let's say someone calls you buddy. Let's say a guy is like 20 years older than you, and you're having a decent conversation, and he's just like, all right, well, I'll see you later. Thanks for your time, buddy. And how does that make you feel? Like, oh, okay, so he thinks he has more status than me. You wouldn't, okay, a 40-year-old man talking to another 40-year-old man is not going to call him buddy, unless it's like an endearing term, like, like my buddy. Like they would say it ironically or sarcastically or something. You wouldn't call someone buddy who you really feel is like is your peer, right? So he's using his mental magic to project onto me a reality where he has more power than me. Okay? My boss at work, he's using his mental magic every day to project on me a reality where he has more power than me, and he expects me to play this certain character. Everyone at work expects me to play a specific character, a specific role. They're all projecting that onto me. That becomes my reality. I become that character because I'm still part of the collective. Okay? If I'm just one wave in an infinite cosmic ocean and I try to go against the whole ocean, I'm going to get washed. You see the problem? But if my wave collected more mass, more water molecules around me, more and more and more, the wave might get big enough where I could at least kind of go in a different direction. I still get